think of tourism as an economic activity. Tourism as has a multiplier effect on the economy. 1 out of every 9 jobs that are created in this industry because it's labor intensive. Earlier, agriculture used to be labor intensive, but with the mechanization of agriculture and coming of harvester combines, jobs are not left in agriculture. People are migrating into the cities. Similarly, industry has been computerized and mechanized, and now with artificial intelligence, I think in industry also jobs are going to be less. But tourism is one industry where you need a human interface. So whenever a tourist comes, the moment he lands, you need immigration officers, you need porters, you need bellboys, you need when they go to the hotel, and you need a lot of interaction. So this is one industry, and we are surprised. In October to March, we do inbound tourism. That's the peak season for inbound tourism. And April to September is the peak season for outbound tourism. Now, outbound tourism, because you cannot have inbound tourism if you don't have outbound tourism, because the airlines that will come, have to bring passengers, and when they go, they can't go back empty. So tourism is a two-way traffic. If we talk about making India a hub for aviation and tourism, then we need both ways. So we were shocked that outbound tourism from TCS, which is tax cut at source, was increased from 5% to 20%. This is unheard of. So what will happen? Three things are going to happen. First thing is that a middle class income group person who's a small trader, who's a doctor, a junior doctor, a journalist, any middle class person will not be able to afford the travel, or would be able to afford going, on nearby tours, package tours. Because where do the middle class people go? Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, Dubai, Sri Lanka. So these packages are something which are worth about 70,000 to 100,000 rupees. So for 100,000 rupees, you will have to pay something like 30,000 or 20,000 as additional, tax burden. So result hoga, okay, they will not be able to travel. So secondly, what will happen is people will ask their friends and relatives abroad to buy packages for them, instead of the Indian tour operator and the Indian travel agent actually benefiting. Then there are international sites which don't have offices in India, like booking.com. Now, those sites, people will go and the money will go abroad, they will pay by credit card, and the Indian travel agent and tour operator will suffer. And lastly, what is going to happen is what this Prime Minister is trying to do is bringing transparency and stopping black money, but this will result in a Hawala racket will restart, and people will transfer funds through illegal means. Now, this is a very serious issue, right? With great difficulty, the economy has come under control, and every Indian is proud that we have become the 5th largest economy in the world, when all our neighbors are on the verge of bankruptcy, like Sri Lanka, like Pakistan, and all these other countries. So we have to plug these loopholes so that unscrupulous things don't start, and it is better to get 5% tax than to get no tax at all. So on behalf of the chamber, we have written I have also personally written to the Prime Minister of India, I have written to the Finance Minister of India that this is not in the, in the larger national interest. So we need to, do something regarding this. And another very important thing, which we were expecting in the budget and has not happened, is SEIS. Now, what is SEIS? SEIS is a scheme that was started by Ministry of Commerce. It is known as Services Export Incentive Scheme. इसमें क्या होता था? Services Export Incentive Scheme में जितनी भी हम फॉरेन एक्सचेंज अर्न करते थे थ्रू टूरिज्म एक्सपोर्ट्स, थ्रू फॉरेन एक्सचेंज अर्निंग, उसके ऊपर हमें 5%, 7% कैश लाइसेंस मिलता था, विच वी वर एबल टू एनकैश इन द मार्केट. सो जो हमारे फॉरेन टूर्स थे, जैसे हम ITB बर्लिन या WTM लंदन और यहाँ पर जो हमारे टूर ऑपरेटर जाते हैं, उनको थोड़ा रिलीफ मिल जाता था MDA असिस्टेंस से. MDA मार्केट डेवलपमेंट असिस्टेंस. उसमें क्या था कि हमारा टिकट्स रीइंबर्स हो जाते थे. अगर हम बूथ लेते हैं तो उसकी 50% रीइंबर्समेंट हो जाती थी. तो ये जो स्कीम्स हैं, ये स्कीम्स अगर बंद हो गई तो हमारे कंपटीशन में जो चाइना है, जिसमें इससे भी ज़्यादा स्कीम्स हैं, तो रिजल्ट ये होगा कि चाइना जैसे एक्सपोर्ट्स में आगे बढ़ रहा है, ऐसे ये कहा जाता था कि चाइना इज द फैक्ट्री ऑफ द वर्ल्ड एंड इंडिया इज द बैक ऑफिस ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. बट धीरे धीरे चाइना भी बैक ऑफिस बनता जा रहा है एंड चाइना बहुत ज़्यादा फोकस कर रहा है. तो इसलिए हमारा मेन कंपटीशन चाइना के साथ है. यूके और जापान को तो हम अगले 2 साल में, यूके को तो ऑलरेडी हमने टेक ओवर कर लिया है हमारी इकोनॉमी ने, जापान को भी हम अगले 2 साल में कर लेंगे. तो हमारी मेन टक्कर चाइना से होगी. और तो इसलिए ये जो इंसेंटिव्स हैं हमारे फॉरेन एक्सचेंज अर्निंग के, हमारे एक्सपोर्ट्स के इंसेंटिव्स, अगर इनको ख़त्म कर दिया जाएगा तो हमारे एक्सपोर्ट्स अगर कम होंगे तो हमारा GDP भी कम हो जाएगा. सो ये बहुत ज़रूरी है. इट इज़ वेरी वेरी इसेंशियल दैट दिस SEIS कंटिन्यूज. एंड जो ये 20% पैकेज टूर पे लगाया है, दैट शुड आइदर बी अबॉलिश्ड और वी शुड पुट अ कैप. जो सुपर रिच है वो 50 लाख का के ऊपर पे आप 20% लगा दीजिए. जो स्मॉल एंड मीडियम मिडिल क्लास के लोग हैं, जिनका बजट ही 1-2 लाख रुपए होता है हॉलीडे पे या हनीमून पे, अब हमारे बच्चे भी हनीमून पे जाते हैं, उनका बजट 50 लाख नहीं होता, 40 लाख नहीं होता, तो वो अफोर्ड कर सकें. और उनके लिए 5% भी आपको अबॉलिश कर देना चाहिए. नहीं तो 5% TCS ठीक है, बट 20% TCS नहीं होना चाहिए. दैट इज समथिंग विच इज गोइंग टू किल द गीज that will lay the golden eggs in terms of foreign exchange, in terms of jobs. 1 out of every 9 jobs that are going to be created in the next 10 years will be in the tourism industry. We are contributing 10% of taxes, both direct and indirect, and 11% of GDP. So this is a very very labor intensive industry. And we need to support this industry because the Prime Minister's vision is कि गरीबी हटे. but गरीबी कैसे हटेगी? कोई मैजिक वॉन्ड तो है नहीं जिससे कि वो चलाएंगे और गरीबी हट जाएगी. जब तक हमारा जो ग्रोथ है, जो इस टाइम 6-7% पे है, अगर हमारे एक्सपोर्ट्स और हमारा टूरिज्म, क्योंकि 2019 में 11 मिलियन था एंड वी अर्न $30 billion in foreign exchange in 2019. I think in the coming years we can earn $50 to $100 billion, close to $1 trillion. If we want to make it a $5 trillion economy, then tourism is one industry which can create jobs, which can earn foreign exchange. So this industry needs to be supported. And the most important people in our country or in any democratic country is the public opinion. And you guys who are in the media are creators of public opinion. So don't underestimate the power of the media. You have a lot of power, and even a small article can be further, sent on the social media, and it can create a revolution. So the Indian Chamber, which is a revolutionary chamber, was born during the freedom movement. I can assure you that I will leave no stone unturned. Mr. Chandan, it's very difficult to go into your footsteps, but I am confident that since you are with me, and I made it a condition, I told them, I said, if Chandan continues with me as co-chairman, then only I am accepting the chairmanship. Otherwise, I am not accepting. So I am very thankful to you. I would, from the core of my heart, express my gratitude and sincere thanks for accepting to work with me shoulder to shoulder, and let us together. I am also, we are going to form various committees. That is my vision. We will also form one media committee, because you guys also belong in the service industry, and we would like you to be associated, because this will be the first chamber which will have a media committee with them, and we will want all of you to get actively involved, because you are a part of this revolution. We need to eradicate poverty from this country. We need to, make it the number one country. We एक ज़माने में हम सोने की चिड़िया होते थे, but 200 years of British rule and another 300-400 years of Mughal invasions, who came in like locusts and plundered everything and took away all our gold and destroyed all our temples. And today if you go to Iran, you go to any of these countries, and even if you go to any museum in UK, it is all plundered wealth. So we have to recreate this wealth, and it is the job of every Indian, every proud Indian, that हमें भारत को सोने की चिड़िया दोबारा बनाना है. Whatever we can contribute in this lifetime, I, in my personal capacity, have, as president of ITO, I got e-visa introduced in the country. I was advocating for open sky, and because I still strongly believe that we've had a liberal aviation policy, but we still don't have an open sky. आज जो 2019 में हमारे एयरफेयर्स थे, 60,000 रुपीस का रिटर्न फेयर था न्यूयॉर्क के लिए या टोरंटो के लिए. अगर हमने किसी को स्टडीज के लिए या कोई डाइट रिलेटिव को मिलने जाना है, तो आज 2 लाख रुपए से कम इकोनॉमी की टिकट नहीं है.
One way.
This is one way. So this is highway robbery. एक गरीब आदमी जिसकी माँ कैंसर से सफर कर रही हो, वो 100 रुपए की सिनेमा की टिकट अगर 200 रुपए में बेचता है, तो उसको पुलिस पकड़ लेती है कि तू ब्लैक कर रहा है. और ये एयरलाइंस इतना लूट रही हैं और इतना कर रही हैं, तो हमें डिमांड एंड सप्लाई, अगर हमारा ओपन स्काई हो जाएगा और ज़्यादा एयरलाइंस आ जाएंगी, तो आई विल automatically airfares will come down, and when airfares will come down, so automatically you see more people will be able to travel abroad and more foreign tourists will be able to come to India. आज क्या है कि हमारे कॉम्पिटिंग जो कंट्रीज हैं, थाईलैंड है, मलेशिया है, श्रीलंका है, मालदीव्स है, इनके एयरफेयर्स सस्ते हैं यूके से, जर्मनी से, यूरोप से, और इंडिया के एयरफेयर्स बहुत महंगे हैं.
हमारी ऊपर से ही उड़ के जाते हैं.
हाँ, हमारे ऊपर से उड़ के जाते हैं. तो कहने का मतलब ये है कि ये टूरिज्म एंड एविएशन में बहुत करना बाकी है, एंड आई कैनॉट डू इट अलोन. I need the support of each and every one of you. I know there are some press conferences taking place in 5-star hotels, और आप लोगों ने उनको छोड़ के यहाँ पर आए हैं. That means you people are committed towards tourism, and you people understand that this is one industry which can be an instrument of poverty eradication, and economic development and job creation. So with these words, I would like to thank the Indian Chamber of Commerce and the President and the office bearers who have reposed their confidence in me. And once again, I assure you that I will leave no stone unturned in order to, come up to the expectations. And I'm always open to suggestions. I'll give you my visiting card. My mobile is there on the card. My email is sg@stickgroup.com. You can send me any suggestions, and I assure you that you people are more intelligent than the average Indian because you influence the public opinion. So any suggestions you have, any ideas you have, we will take them up on behalf of the chamber, and we will see to it that it reaches the Prime Minister and it reaches the corridors of power. So with these words, I would like to express my gratitude and thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
On behalf of the chamber, Mr. can we offer a flower bouquet to our incoming chairman? So thank you very much for accepting the invitation and kindly agreeing to chair the...
These flowers don't have thorns, but the responsibility I have is full of thorns. And I need your help to take them out. So now we are open for question answers.
Yes.
Before Mr. Banerjee gives a vote of thanks and gives the question. Any questions?
So I would start, sir. Hello.
आपने अभी जो कुछ भी बोला है, I feel bad. बजट हो जाने के बाद आपको इधर उधर टोल लगाना पड़ा है समझाने के लिए इन लोगों को. This is no good at all.
In all fairness, you see, somehow, the other day before yesterday, the finance minister was there, Amitabh